Just remember, Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst, bitch.
Trump ties to Russia.
Yeah, are you going to be speaking today? Oh, you're speaking up on top of the stage. Okay.
Trump ties to Russia.
Anybody that's going to be scheduled to speak today, please come up this way.
Oh, James.
Now that you're just more professional with us, right? Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Thank you all for coming out. Today's impeachment march. Very exciting to have everyone out here to spread the message that we want to share, which is that we're asking Congress to start doing its job to examine the actions of the president and determine if any of them rise to the occasion of impeachment. Now, he's only been in office for 7 months, and in that 7 months, has managed to break about just every promise that he's made to the American people. Back in April, we held a march right here for Tax Day, asking him to do what he promised, at least a dozen times on national media, which is to release his taxes. And the reason that we ask that is because we want the information that we need to make sure that he isn't in violation of the Constitution. And of course, he decided not to release his taxes, as we know. Yet we still have a very good idea of some of the things that he's involved with, based on the fact that most of his businesses have the bright Trump logo emblazoned right on them. So we know when foreign leaders are coming to his hotels and spending money and enriching his organization, we know that that is a violation of the Constitution. We know that a lot of other actions he's taken have been very questionable. Some may not rise to the level of impeachment, but all of them rise to the level of doing damage to the brand that is the United States. Our ideals, our belief in freedom, our belief in democracy, and our belief that what we do is generally a force of good in the world. But now there are more people in the world that believe that Vladimir Putin is a more credible leader than the leader of the United States. And think about that for a second. A man that, targets populations to kill them, the LGBTQ community, person that has no problem doing all sorts of illegal things, invading countries, annexing Crimea, he's a more credible leader. And that's not what we stand for in this world. So today we're out here to talk about impeachment. And one of the interesting things about our founding fathers was that most of them didn't agree on anything. If you go back and you study what they did believe, you'll find all sorts of differences of opinion, except for one, the idea that the chief executive should have uncontrolled power. There really wasn't anybody that thought that was a good idea. And that's one of the reasons that they put impeachment in the Constitution, and it's also one of the reasons that they were slightly vague about how impeachment should work. Because they knew there were lots of different things that could make somebody want to impeach you or not. Different crimes that they couldn't envision. So they put it vague so that people of Congress could determine what those high crimes and misdemeanors were. Now, in just a couple of minutes, we're going to start our march. It looks like the weather's going to be beautiful, even though my phone has told me it wouldn't be. phone news. But we're going to start in just a couple of minutes. We're going to be going down to Wisconsin Avenue to Water Street and then back from Water Street up Wells Street, where we will finish up here. Sherry over there has bottled water if anybody needs it. On a personal note, I'd like to thank you guys all for coming out here. I've held a number of rallies over this year to get the word out. This is probably my last one for a little while, as I've got a big responsibility right behind me here during the summertime. Another reason that this is personal for me is because of healthcare. My son is mildly autistic, and without the help that we get through Medicaid and from the government, we'd be in a very different place than we are now. So, everybody that's out here, thank you very much for coming. We're going to line up and march in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Just remember, Durst is the worst.
Subscribe, bitch.